Hey there! We are still working on our Doily Style Dishcloth, which is a free pattern on the Yarn Inspirations website. And so far we've been working on double pointed needles, and my needles are starting to get full of stitches, and I don't like to work on DPNs when it starts to get full like that. So I'm going to switch to a small circular needle. This is a 16-inch needle from point to point. 16 inches. If you were to measure this on a yardstick, you would see that it's 16 inches long. And when I do that, then I'll just be able to work in the round, and I'll be able to put a little stitch marker there. It's just going to be better, all considering. So I need to get a little stitch marker out, little round circle thing. Alright, so I'm on round 19 now, which is just knit every stitch. So I'm just going to start knitting with the new circular, and that's how to switch over. If you're wondering what this needle is, it's one of those square needles. Collage. Let's see here if I have a... Yeah, square. They're pretty cool. It says that they're supposed to be good if you have arthritis, and I have a little bit of arthritis. So anyway, so to start with your circular, you just start knitting. And I will have, let's slide that down so it doesn't slip off. This is why I like to switch over to circulars from double points, because after a while your needles start to get so full that sometimes the stitches will slip off the ends, and that's not a good thing. I don't want to lose my stitches. If I put it on circulars, nothing's going to slip off. It'll be all secure. That's just the way I like it. Plus, I enjoy knitting in the round on circulars more than I do on DPNs sometimes, when it gets full like that. But I don't mind working on DPNs, and you have to use DPNs sometimes if you're not comfortable with doing magic loop or using two circulars. Then you can just switch over to DPNs when you get to small diameters. That's what I always do. I just use DPNs. And after you switch all this over, you'll be able to see how big your dishcloth is better than you did with the DPNs, because the circular lets it stretch out. And I like that. Now you don't want to use a longer circular unless you're comfortable with doing magic loop knitting. You need a 16-inch circular. So I finished the first DPN, now I'm on to the second DPN. I just keep knitting because I'm doing round 19, which is all knit. Knit, knit, knit. Uh-oh, I hit my light. Bang. Doo, doo, doo. So be sure and look back and make sure nothing's slipping off the end of your DPN at the beginning. I think round 19 is probably just the right spot to switch over to a circular. Now you could continue making the whole dishcloth with just DPNs if you want, but for me it gets a little bit crowded on the needles, and I'm always afraid that a stitch is going to fall off the end. But it's not impossible to do, you just have to be careful. There are some people who can make an entire sweater with just DP-ends. They get those really long DP-ends. So now I'm at the last needle. But I don't think I would enjoy doing that. I like circulars. Got my nails done the other day. It's like a copper color. And of course, as soon as I walked out from the studio, from the nail studio, I smudged my nails. Why do I always do that? Every single freaking time. Makes me so mad. Sitting there, wait patiently while they work on my nails. And then I sit there and wait as long as they tell me to let them dry. And then I have to get the keys out of my purse or something and I smudge my nail. Makes me so mad. Story of my life. It's never easy. Alright, there's the last stitch. Now I'm switched over. Put your DP-ends aside, and now you can stretch this out. Yarn is not wanting to slip like I want it to. Take some work. There we go. There. So now my dishcloth is on the circular needle. And you can start to see how pretty your dishcloth is looking. Looks nice, doesn't it? So now you need to put a stitch marker right there. And we turn this to the next little number, 19. So now I'm ready for round 20. So I'll see you in the next video when we do round 20.